the land of opportunity, where skyscrapers reach for the heavens and billionaires ride rockets into space, something deeply troubling is happening on the ground. Beneath the surface of prosperity, many states in America are silently collapsing under the weight of poverty and homelessness. Once thriving communities are now struggling to provide basic shelter. Entire families are living in tents. Seniors are choosing between food and medication. Children are going to sleep cold, scared, and hungry. While the headlines scream stock market records and tech innovations, the streets whisper a different truth. Today we uncover the 10 U.S. states that are falling apart the fastest, not because of war or disaster, but because of economic neglect, unaffordable housing, joblessness, and human suffering. This isn't just data, these are real people, and the crisis is growing. So hit that subscribe button, because what you'll see next, the mainstream media rarely dares to show. Let's begin. Number 1. Vermont. Population ~647,000. Homeless population 3,295. 2023, highest per capita in the U.S. Vermont is often imagined as peaceful countryside and maple trees, but behind the postcard views lies a deepening crisis. With one of the highest per capita homelessness rates in the nation, Vermont is struggling to house its own people. The reason? Skyrocketing rents, a lack of affordable units, and a mental health care system on the brink. Even middle-income families are getting priced out. Motel programs that once provided shelter are shutting down. And when the government pulled funding in 2023, thousands were left with nowhere to go overnight. In towns like Bear and Rutland, tent encampments are now common. Residents are sounding the alarm, but the system is simply overwhelmed. If Vermont, one of the richest states per capita, is collapsing, what hope is there for others? Number 2. New York. Population ~19.6 million. Homeless population over 90,000, including 67,000 in NYC. In the heart of America's most iconic city, New York's streets are lined with luxury boutiques, tech startups, and homeless shelters. Behind the glamour of Manhattan and Brooklyn, a crisis is raging. Nearly 1 in 90 New Yorkers are homeless. The cost of living is so high that even full-time workers are ending up on the streets. Shelters are overflowing. Migrant influx has added pressure. Eviction moratoriums have expired, leaving thousands vulnerable. In some parts of the Bronx and Queens, entire neighborhoods feel abandoned by the system. What's even more shocking? Nearly 30,000 children are currently living in New York City shelters. This isn't the American dream, this is the American emergency. Number 3. Oregon. Population ~4.3 million. Homeless population ~20,000. Portland was once considered a progressive dream, green, innovative, and vibrant. Today, it's become ground zero for America's homelessness crisis. Oregon has the 4th highest rate of unsheltered homelessness. Mental health issues, drug use, and rising housing costs have collided into a perfect storm. Tent cities line sidewalks, public parks are now home to families, and the Housing First programs are overwhelmed and underfunded. The public is divided. Some demand stricter laws while others cry for compassion. But one thing is clear, Oregon is unraveling fast, and it's no longer just an urban issue. Even rural communities are reporting spikes in poverty and despair. And the scariest part? Many of those living on the streets used to be working professionals. Number 4. Rhode Island. Population ~1.1 million. Homeless population over 1,800. Rhode Island may be the smallest state in the Union, but its homelessness crisis is growing at a rapid pace. Why? Because housing development has stalled, shelters are maxed out, and the rental market is brutal. A 2-bedroom apartment costs more than $1,600.00/month, far out of reach for the average resident. More tragically, family homelessness is rising here. Mothers with infants are living in cars, seniors are lining up for soup kitchens, and mental health services, already stretched thin, are collapsing under the pressure. This tiny state is sounding a big alarm, and yet Washington remains silent. Number 5. Hawaii. Population, 1.4 million. Homeless population, over 6,500, second highest per capita in U.S. Aloha means love, but many Hawaiians feel forgotten. Hawaii is often seen as paradise, beaches, resorts, and luxury, but for thousands of locals, it's a nightmare. Native Hawaiians are being pushed out of their ancestral lands, tourists sleep in hotels while Hawaiians sleep in cars. The cost of living is one of the highest in the U.S., but wages haven't kept up. Many hold 2 or 3 jobs and still can't afford rent. Homeless encampments dot beaches and forest reserves. In some towns, 1 in 5 are just one paycheck away from losing it all. Hawaii's collapse is a painful reminder. Even paradise can become a prison. Number 6. Louisiana. Population, 4.6 million. Poverty rate, over 19%, second highest in U.S. Louisiana's crisis isn't just about homelessness, it's about generational poverty. From Baton Rouge to New Orleans, entire communities lack access to clean water, safe housing, and economic opportunity. Hurricane after hurricane has battered infrastructure. Jobs in manufacturing and oil have vanished. Schools are underfunded. Crime is rising. And affordable housing? It barely exists. In places like Shreveport and Lafayette, residents say they feel completely forgotten. And it's not just the poor. Even the working class is slipping under. They're drowning in debt with no way up, and the system, it's not built to save them. Number 7. Illinois. Population, 12.5 million. Homeless population, 10,000. Poverty rate, 12.1%. Illinois is collapsing in slow motion. Chicago, once a beacon of American industry, now struggles with inequality, crumbling infrastructure, and a severe housing crisis. High taxes are pushing residents out, property values are plummeting in some regions, and homelessness is spreading beyond city limits. Downstate Illinois, it's even worse. Closed factories, food deserts, and rising despair. Families are packing up and leaving. And those who stay, many are surviving on public aid, charity, and hope. Illinois is bleeding talent, bleeding population, and bleeding opportunity. Number 8. Mississippi. Population, 2.9 million. Poverty rate, over 20%, highest in U.S. Homeless population, 1,200. Mississippi has long been at the bottom of America's economic ladder, but now it's falling even further. This state has the highest poverty rate in the country, healthcare access is minimal, many counties have no hospitals, schools are underfunded, and public transportation practically non-existent. Jobs are scarce, and those that exist pay little. Housing is decaying, and the youth are leaving fast. Jackson, the capital, recently made headlines for having no running water. Let that sink in. No clean water in an American city. Mississippi isn't just collapsing, it's being left behind. This is the face of modern America. Not the one you see in travel brochures, but the one millions wake up to every single day. These states, Vermont, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Hawaii, Louisiana, Illinois, Mississippi, are collapsing. And the reasons are clear. Poverty, housing crises, failing infrastructure, and decades of neglect. This isn't just a red state problem, it's not just a blue state issue, it's a human issue, and it's spreading. So ask yourself, if these places can fall, where does it stop? If you care about the truth, about the lives behind the statistics, subscribe now to Discover the Globe, because we won't stop telling these stories, no matter how hard they are to hear. Thank you for watching. Stay aware, stay informed, stay human.